So apart from the furnishings and the normal stuff that we do in interiors, so there are a lot of other aspects as well, right? Like the lighting part, soft furnishing and things. So when it comes to lighting, I've seen a lot of places where we're not getting the actual essence of what we design, in the real site. So I feel lighting is something which you have to do it very carefully. So I mean, or else things would get messed up just like anything,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
True, actually, we don't realize that much in the design phase, but post execution, when we visit site, we feel either it is underlit or like overlit.
Correct.
So, how do we deal with this?
But why it is happening, first of all, that is what we have to check.
Right.
Okay, see, in 3D when we do, it looks good. And as you said before, like we can control that luminance, we can control the light, everything. But when it comes to actual site, first of all, the designers out there should have really some practical experience first. In 3D or like inside the office, you can do whatever you want. When you visit the site, you will get to know, okay, this is not proper, or this should have been like improved, something like that. In lighting also, there are like 2-3 types lighting. When I say like primary lighting is there, secondary lighting is there. Primary is the main light which is to illuminate the area. But secondary light is like mainly for decorative purpose. But nowadays people are just interchanging that one. Like when they are like designing a space, they don't know what is primary light or they don't know what is secondary light. For example, profile light, if I say, one 10 by 10 room will have 2-3 lines of profile lights, which is actually not required, right? And the intensity also, it will be like when you switch on all this light, nobody can enter to that room. That is the condition people are making. Even for like wall panels like TV unit or something, on that also there is some profile lights actually. But what is the purpose? It is actually a disturbance when somebody is watching TV if that light is on. So when we are suggesting lighting, first we should see that is it like really required for that particular area, or what is a necessity of that. Accordingly, we have to suggest. We shouldn't suggest like one area, like one profile light will be there, then track light, then cove light. See, lightings are there in the market, like different lights are there. That doesn't mean we have to use all the lights in one home or like one room like that. People come up with like different like they need like, okay, I have seen this light there, I need this in my home. As a designer, we should see this is really going to fit there or it serve the purpose, then you do it. Otherwise, don't ever suggest any unwanted lights. I had experienced this many times when I visit our own site. I'm saying like too many lights are there. See, this is like wastage of electricity first, wastage of money. These profile lights are like expensive. Then workmanship, time to do that work. This all like it can be avoided, I'm saying actually basically. So we have to see based on the space what is proper lighting, what is actually required. Suppose if you feel for decorative purpose you need something, try to keep it very minimal, which adds some value, which serves some purpose. Accordingly you do it. Otherwise don't ever suggest any unwanted lights like that.